Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Trained by All the Shonen Jump Protagonists. This is part 23. In the last part, Izuku was facing against all the teachers of UA and was holding himself back, given that he didn't want to hurt his teachers, given that he has too much respect for them, and his true strength is only for those who harm the innocent and hurt the weak. So he decided to do hit and run tactics so he can head to the exit. With that, he and Bakugo were able to pass. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? As everybody in Class 1A is in the classroom, with many of them feeling somewhat anxious and nervous about how they did. Some feel somewhat, grateful for the studying for the written portion of the finals. However, Mina, Kaminari, Sato, and also, Kirishima were all kind of, saddened that they feel like they're not going to be able to pass because of their, Kirishima, on the other hand, even though he learned Nen from Izuku, he didn't focus a lot on his Nen training and only focused more on his quirk. And because of that, Sato still lost to, Cementos. And with that, Izuku is somewhat worried and somewhat saddened, with then Aizawa entering the classroom saying, "Good, you're all here, and you've all quieted down. That's good to see." With then Suyu asking, "So, what's on today's schedule, Mr. Aizawa?" With then Aizawa saying, "Today, we're going to be giving you the results of your finals." With then everybody getting somewhat nervous and with then saying, you all passed. You're all going to the summer camp. But then hearing that, soon everybody couldn't help but sigh, and some actually screaming out, "But you said that we wouldn't be able to go." With then Izuku saying, "Of course, as always, you had to basically lie to us. You wanted us to give it our all from the very beginning, as always. However, it would be hard given that we were facing against teachers whose, quirks would counteract our own, such as Kirishima and Sato facing against Mentos, who doesn't have that much of a limit on his quirk, just depending on how much cement he has. And ain't I right?" With then Aizawa saying, "Correct, as always, Midoriya. Spot on." With Izuku couldn't help but scratch the back of his head from that compliment. With then soon Mina and Kaminari saying, "So that means that we get Nezu on purpose because we're not that smart to figure out?" With then Izuku saying, "He did leave you guys one opening to allow you guys to get to the exit, but knowing you guys, most likely you would have failed either way." With both Kaminari and Mina feeling depressed saying, "Thanks for the words of confidence, Midoriya." With soon Izuku saying, "Sorry." With then Aizawa saying, "But even so, you still are. We won't hold any of you back. You all need to improve by using your quirks and everything. So remember this. Also, those who failed will be taking remedial classes at the summer camp. So even though that you failed, you'll still be working alongside everyone else." With then Kirishima saying, "Well, thankful for that. But even so, Midoriya gave me all that training, and yet I wasted it. Now, but I had to make up for it this next time. I swear it." With then Aizawa looking at Midoriya, Zero, the two of you might be taking remedial classes as well. Especially you, Zero. With then Zero saying, "But why? I mean, I passed with Mineta." saying, you got knocked out by midnight, the first chance. You really expect us to believe that you'll be able to handle yourself? Within Seraph, within feeling depressed, within Izuku saying, what about me? I think you know the reason why, Midoriya. But unless you give out a properly good reason why, then I may not send you to remedial classes for the summer. Within Izuku saying, I think it's pretty obvious. The same way the reason why I had to hold back during the sports festival, because on how powerful I truly am. With that, he began explaining that each and all of his powers, from his abilities of Nen, Chakra, Cosmo, Ren, Reishi, and and his many other abilities, alongside his Dying Will Flame and Tryon, all those abilities would overwhelm him constantly, would overwhelm any opponent that he's going against, even his teachers. And he only uses his full strength against those who deserve it, mostly being villains and those who abuse the weak. Simple as that. With that, soon everybody was caught off guard. The reason why he holds himself back, given the overwhelming abilities he has. Even though he didn't tell them about his, true quirk being Dimensional Rift, Aizawa was satisfied with that answer, saying, all right, now you all know the real reason. I was going to put Midoriya in remedial classes if he still kept the secret about his on why he holds back. So, and now you all know. Good thing you find, with Izuku saying, sorry everyone. With then Sato saying, but lucky you're a hero, right? With then Ida saying, I have to say so as well. Midoriya, you are truly a great hero and truly worthy of the title of being a hero. Holding yourself back when it's not necessary is a true aspect of a hero, if I had to say. With then everybody in class 1A couldn't help but agree. With soon, as I was saying, well, now that's taken care of. Since you'll all be going to the summer camp, you're all going to be needing some things to pick up, and for mostly the traditional stuff, mostly hiking boots, bug spray, all that. Just make sure that you bring things that are truly necessary. Got it? Mineta would say, why are you looking, single me out? With then soon, he's saying, well, with that said, also, letting you all know this now, you'll have at least 2 weeks of a break before the summer camp begins. Not only that, you'll also need to be heading. Don't go out of the country or go anywhere special. We don't want to drag you back just so you can go to summer camp. With then Momo saying, oh, drats. And I was wondering if I could probably leave the country with my family. With then everybody in class 1A saying, typical rich girl as always. With Sue saying, with all that said, make sure to keep all that in mind. Is that understood? With soon everybody in class 1A saying, yes, sir. Within the regular school day of UA continues as always. With then Mina and Toru began saying that they should go to the mall and gather supplies, and would also be a good way to spend time together as a class, since they barely even get a chance to. With then Ida also agrees, I don't mind one bit. With soon Momo saying, that would be lovely. With then everybody getting excited. With soon Izuku saying, what about you, Kachan? You want to tag along? Saying, like I want to spend time with you losers. I got better things to do. With soon Shoto saying, I would tag along, but I would rather go and visit my mom in the hospital. So maybe another time. With soon Izuku looks at Shoto saying, that's understandable. Tell your mom I said hi though, Todoroki. With then Shoto nodding his head. with that as he leaves the classroom alongside Bakugo, as Bakugo is already heading out too. However, instead of going out of the school, he's actually heading to Recovery Girl's office. With soon, he removes the sleeves from his arm, as through his left arm are tons of black cracks through it, as they don't look like scars or anything like that. It almost looks like they are being corrupted, like the red lines that are through his body that allow him to use One for All full surge are starting to cause that of backlash to his body. With then Bakugo saying, "This is my problem alone. I can't let Deku and All Might know about this. Recovery Girl's quirk is basically causing it to revert back to normal, but every time I use One for All with my quirk, it always gets bigger and grows even faster throughout my arm. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. As long as it doesn't get in my way of becoming the #1 hero and All Might's successor and beating Deku, it doesn't matter. I just need to hang in there. That's all." With that, Bakugo is now in front of Recovery Girl's office, opens the door, and heads in. Back with Class 1A, they're at Dagobah Mall, with soon Mina and Toru continue cheering Hensley about being able to be part of this experience. With that, soon even everyone else in Class 1A are kind of getting excited. Oh, even the rule serious Ida is actually wanting to enjoy this moment with everybody Class 1A. Within, everybody began to split up from one another, with soon all that was left was Izuku, Ochako, and Momo. With then Izuku saying, "Well, I guess it's only the three of us." With soon Ochako saying, "Yeah, just the three of us." With then Momo saying, "Indeed, just the three of us." With soon they just continue standing there, as you can actually tell you can cut the tension in the air with a knife. With then Izuku sighing, saying, "I know you girls want to talk this out, so I guess it's best if I go. I shouldn't get involved with this." Within Ochako saying, "Wait, Deku, you could..." "No, this isn't... I know this is also my problem too, but I think it's best that you guys work it out as well. Because if I'm just here, it's just going to cause more problems. So, come find me once you guys are done, okay?" Within, Ochako wanted to disagree about that until Momo saying, "Thank you, Midoriya. I appreciate that." With Momo agreeing with Izuku, nodding, and then heading off in the crowd. Within, Ochako and Momo look at each other, standing, however, Ochako was feeling quite a bit of nervous. With soon, she begins saying, "Yaoyamo, I understand, Uraka. You have feelings for Midoriya as well." Saying, "Wait, just like that?" Saying, "Of course, I am aware, 100%. The way that you look at him, the way that you see him, and the way that he inspires you, I can't help but, notice. He did the same for me. And not only that, I began having feelings for him as well. Remember the incident at the lunchroom when we found out that somebody snuck into the school?" With then Ochako saying, "Yeah, it was during that moment that I realized that Midoriya was more worried about everyone else instead of himself. Even though he got someone in trouble by the teachers, especially about his hunch about realizing somebody snuck on campus, he didn't care about him getting in trouble one bit. All he cared about were the students, was worried about the teachers as well. Not only that, after what I lost to Tokoyami, he also was more worried about me. He was worried that I would feel inadequate to become a hero, that I couldn't live up to being vice rep of Class 1A, and yet he inspired me to continue moving forward. Because of that, I began falling for him, and I think he began noticing too. Within Ochako saying, same. Also, I went as a favor. I asked him to take me on a date as well. Within hearing that, Momo was surprised, saying, "Oh, is that so?" Saying, "Yeah, it was too, well, as a favor during the cavalry battle." And after that, I realized I truly do love Deku. I truly do care about him, and I want to be with him more than anything. But realizing that you have feelings for him, I don't, I, I don't want to ruin our dynamic in class or make it weird or anything like that. With Soon, oh, that more than just, well, friends. I want us to. I within Ochako saying, "Why don't we share him?" Within cutting Momo off, saying, "Wait, what?" Yeah, I mean, I care about Deku a lot. And I mean, I really do, but I don't want us to ruin our friendship. I don't want us to lose everything that we. So, why don't we? With then Momo actually sighing, saying, this would be that of an open relationship, being polyamory relationship, or within Uraraka saying, it is going to be a little weird to actually explain this to Ida of all people, but knowing him, possibly he would be okay with it. Hopefully, within Momo saying, yeah. With soon, she offered a hand to Ochako, saying, to us being friends and being with Izuku. With soon, Ochako grabbing Momo's hand, saying, to us being closer to Deku. With that, Izuku couldn't help figure everything out. That's good. That's really good. But it looks like, however, it looks like I won't be able to talk to them until I take care of this little problem. With Soon, he feels a pure sense of malice, and that's a pure malevolence, as it being from a certain person that he's been somewhat aware of. But now it looks like he is aware of Izuku's presence as well. With then he's saying, hey, aren't you Izuku Midoriya, the kid who won the sports festival and was able to help pro heroes take down Stain? Saying, yeah, that's me. Oh man, you must be a fan of me during the sports festival, right? Saying, definitely. If I was wanting anything, could I get your autograph? Saying, really? You want my autograph? I appreciate that. If anything, you're the third person today who's actually asked for my autograph, to be honest. Saying, third person? I disagree. Anybody not wanting your autograph is a real crime. Saying, aw, I appreciate that. Especially meeting somebody I haven't seen in 3 months or so. Saying, 3 months? What are you talking about? We haven't seen each other. This is the first time meeting. No, it has been 3 months since I last saw somebody like you. After all, our last meeting was back at the USJ. With then, soon, the guy's eyes began widening, saying, wait, how do you? Saying, it's been a while, Tomura Shigaraki. I was wondering, how about we talk for a little bit, shall we? With Tomura, at the bar, he met with that of Toga and Dabi, thanks to Guren introducing the two to the leader of the League of Villains. With, well, Shigaraki not really impressed, given that both of them were inspired by Stain to seek them out after all. Now, after a certain confrontation with them, well, with each of them trying to kill each other, and Kurogiri's intervention, Tomura soon left. as he begins wondering on why people care so much about Stain. Why do people care about his philosophy, his words, when he was just a tool? Even though they did want to take down Izuku and the other vigilantes, that was only a temporary partnership. He wasn't really a member of the League after all. But even so, why do people care so much about a man who kills people? Even though then he also begins remembering a certain green-eyed boy who's been involved as well, as many people began bringing him up. The certain green-eyed boy that killed his Nomu that was supposed to kill All Might. The certain green-eyed boy who became the one who won the sports festival at UA, and the certain green-eyed boy who took down Stain effortlessly without the help of the heroes, even though the media makes it seem like he played a part in taking them down. Because of that, he couldn't help but despise them. Despise the boy. Despise the very boy who puts fear in his heart. Fear he hasn't felt in years. Soon, he notices the green-eyed boy as he wants answers, not just about why he fears him, but also about Stain. Back with Shigaraki, with him wanting to decay, Izuku. However, he's unable to grab onto his neck. It's feeling like something is blocking his way, as it being the Nen aura of Izuku, as his aura is protecting him from Shigaraki's decay quirk. Soon, Izuku creates a conjuring weapon of his Nichiri katana, a short version to make sure that nobody can see it, as he's pointing it straight at Shigaraki's gut, as saying, just one slash and I could spill your guts right here and now. Just letting you know. And I'm not afraid to do it if it means protecting innocent people from somebody like you. With saying, you bastard, you're willing to cross that line? I am. So, why don't we talk a little bit? We never got a chance to, given that you ran during the USJ after all. Let's go somewhere private for a bit. Then, the two head to the same fountain area that they went during canon. With soon Shigaraki saying, what do you want to talk about, Brett? I got nothing to say to you. That's a lie. You wouldn't have come to me unless you wanted answers or wanted to say something to me. So, why don't you go first? And then I'll ask my questions later. With soon Shigaraki saying, it's not like I have a choice, don't I? Nope, no you don't. With soon Shigaraki saying, fine. Why? Why do people care about Stain? Saying, huh? That's the reason? Wouldn't you know? He worked for you guys, didn't he? That's how we only were temporary partners. We worked to take you down alongside those vigilantes. But other than that, no. He was never part of the League, not one bit. With soon Izuku saying, I see. Well, that makes sense. He seems like the kind of person who wouldn't side with a bunch of people like you. Saying, why the hell is that? Because he was a former vigilante, of course. He believed in protecting people and creating a stronger society. But certain actions happened that caused him to become Stain and kill heroes instead. It's a sad day to see somebody who just wanted to make sure that the word hero that no longer exist in a world like this. With soon Shigaraki saying, so you don't even believe that nobody's a hero? Oh, there are heroes out there, true heroes. And not only that, my classmates are full of true heroes too. Some were originally wanting to become heroes for the fame and glory, but they now realize that there's more to becoming a hero than just that. They realize that it's all about protecting innocent lives and saving people. That a good day's work is what truly matters. And making sure that nobody can suffer is what truly matters. With then Shigaraki saying, seriously, how pathetic, how stupid. Not really. It's just how people are born, and how certain experiences change people as well. What about you? Why do you hate All Might so much as well? Saying, why don't I? I mean, look at them. Look at all these sheep around here, mindlessly going about their day, when possibly somebody across the country or possibly across the world is currently getting killed right about now by a villain. They can just basically smile away like it's nothing. With soon Izuku saying, of course they can, because it's not their problem. It's a hero's problem to do. Saying, that's the thing. People think that a hero will always save them. What if a hero doesn't come? What if a hero doesn't save others? And yet people always think that All Might will just come and save the day. All Might will be the one to protect everybody. It's because of that. It truly sickens me. With soon Izuku saying, you're right. All Might can't be everywhere to save everybody. He can't be everywhere to protect everybody. He's only one man after all. But true heroes are the ones who choose to help others, and they aren't pro-heroes. What? The people who choose to protect others, who aren't pro-heroes, they're the ones who are true heroes. They're the ones who save others with no regards to their own life, no regards of if they get any fame, glory, or fortune from it. That's all. Those are true heroes. With then Shigaraki saying, heroes like that don't exist. Far from it. Saying, you don't know that unless you see it for yourself. That's the kind of hero I am after all. Saying, what? I'm willing to save innocent people and go into the face of danger if it means protecting people. If it means I could save a life, I don't care. I don't care if I risk my own life to do it. And if I see somebody struggling or suffering, and if they just walk by, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. That's the kind of person I am. Maybe this society was built on people being blind to what's happening around them, and people relying on All Might and heroes way too much. But there are still people who want to protect others, genuinely, willingly, seriously. With that, Shigaraki saying, if that was the case, then I should have been saved all those years ago. I should have been protected, and yet I wasn't. I never was, and I never will be, will I? With soon Izuku saying, tell me, Tomura Shigaraki, why do you believe that nobody cares about you? Because All Might tells you that? That All Might tells you have the right to destroy things? Saying, how do you? I do know about All for One. Generally, I do. But he didn't help you. He didn't help you get over your issues or your pain. All he did was basically took advantage of it and turned you into this, saying, you don't know a damn thing, you damn brat. Master was the one who took me in when nobody else would. He's the one who saved me from that bastard streets. He is the one who gave me a place where I should belong. And he is the one who told me that All Might is the reason behind all of this. All Might is the reason behind all these damn sheeple. With then Izuku not even fazed by the screaming at Shigaraki, with many of the people basically, avoiding the conversation, trying to avoid it. With then Shigaraki saying, see, nobody even cares. No one even wonders what's going on over here. Instead, they just run away without even wondering what's happening. With then Izuku saying, again, you're not 100% wrong. But to be honest, I think All for One was using you for his own gain. If he wanted to help you, he would have given you to somebody who would have helped you realize your quirk. He would have given you support devices to help you not destroy anything with your quirk. Special made gloves that will help you still touch things, but not destroy them at the same time. he would have helped you realize that what you could, something more to you, but instead, he basically used a child as his pawn, a tool to help him get his revenge on All Might. Simple as that. Which you are not. You're your own person. You're your own human being, Tenko Shimura. With then Shigaraki's eyes completely widen as he lets go of Izuku and he steps back saying, How? How do you know that name? You shouldn't. I know. Because I know I can see it. I can see who you truly are. You're just a scared kid who felt like his family abandoned him in his time of need. You felt like your father was nothing to you. Let's just say, all I want to do is to make sure that you have a better life, that you can be seen something more. With then Izuku puts away his conjuring Nichiri katana as he stands up saying, look, there's two people I need to talk to right now, and I want to give you some food for thought. Just try and see something better. If you believe that All for One isn't using you, then see for yourself. See about the things that he's done. See about the plans that he has for you. That there's something more to this world than you know. To him than you know. Tenko, I'll see you around. Hopefully, it's in better conditions than this. With then Izuku walking off from Tomura, with soon he looks at his hands as he can see the blood on his hands like before, the same bloody hands he had before when he awakened his quirk for the first time, saying, I'm not Tenko. I'm Tomura. No, I'm Tomura. With soon, he couldn't help but feel tears falling on the palms of his hand. With then he walks to Ochako and Momo, with both girls wanting to say something. Within Izuku saying, I already know, and I accept your feelings, girls, but to be honest, I want you to meet a certain somebody first before we make it official, if that's okay with all of you. Within the girls couldn't help but smile as they nod. But soon, Izuku and Ochako alongside Momo leave Dagobah Mall and head to a certain agency within Masafu, as it being Mount Lady's agency. So she's not 100% mad at the situation right now. But even so, she wants to set some ground rules before, if they want to make this, harem relationship, understand, work for all of them. With Soon, she's saying that she is the main girl and that she is the first. With Soon, Momo accepting that alongside Ochako, even though reluctantly Ochako was to accept it. And second, Izuku would spend time with each girl when he isn't training, as soon Ochako and Momo are also actually accepting of that, thinking that Izuku doesn't take too long when it comes to training. With Soon, you basically smirking, saying, "You wish." With then Soon, also bringing up that if there is an emergency situation, don't just rely on Izuku, that each girl can rely on each other. With that, both Momo and Ochako were completely taken back by that. Even Izuku was completely taken back by that from you, of all people, who can be quite selfish of all things. Where soon just doesn't want to lose Izuku and wants to stay close to him no matter what. but she also wants to get to know the girls that also has Izuku's heart as well. With that, Izuku couldn't help but smile and hugged his first girlfriend, with then Ochako and Momo also getting in the hug as well. After that, Izuku has now 3 girlfriends in his life, with him wondering, if my masters could see this now, they would be shocked, surprised, and completely wondering what the hell have I done with my life. With that, soon Izuku looks up wondering what Tomoe Shigaraki is going to do. With then, back with Shigaraki, Izuku's words continue to linger in his head as he's saying, if you wonder if All for One cares about you, look up what he's been doing, what plans he has for you. If he truly cared about you, he would support you in person instead of behind the scenes. With that, soon Shigaraki saying, I don't trust him, but his words somewhat mean true. I need to know what master has plans for me. With that, Shigaraki walks back to the bar at Kamino Ward. As for Izuku, the summer has truly begun, as he wants to at least start his next training, find a new master to help him improve, which soon he's hoping, since the summer camp is most likely going to be in the woods, he might need to know something on how to cook, or at least learn somewhat of survival training, which he has learned somewhat from Naruto, but not completely, and even from Yosuke as well, but it mostly was, training in the demon world, so I don't think it completely works, which is a lot more advanced, but still scary as hell. With then thinking he needs to really learn how to cook. Hopefully his next master can help him with that, as he soon activates his dimensional rift quirk. With soon he goes through the portal. As he soon arrives, he looks like he's in that of a mid-urban town, as he sees a couple of shopping district restaurants nearby, saying, I wonder what about this place. As he soon looks in front of him, as he sees a small restaurant in front, thinking, I wonder who owns this place. Where soon as he slides the door open, he soon sees a red-haired boy and a girl that looks like she's in a school uniform, as she has that of golden blonde hair. As Izuku wanted to blush, but he's seen you and he still thinks that she's more beautiful than anything, alongside Ochako and Momo, with soon the boy with red hair saying, oh, hey, sorry, we haven't opened up yet. You think you could come back a little bit later? Oh, sorry. I was actually wondering, I was wondering if somebody could teach me how to cook. With then, both of them look at each other. With then, Soma couldn't help but say, you want somebody to teach you how to cook? Yeah. I mean, I would go to a school for that, but I don't have the money for it. And I think somebody told me I should come here to learn. With then the girl saying, wow, they have quite the nerve of asking for somebody like me to cook. Saying, wait, Arena, I think he's actually come here for me more than anything. Saying, I mean, this is my, family restaurant after all. So saying, wait, this is your place? Yeah. The name's Soma Yukihiro. What's yours? Saying, Izuku Midoriya. It's a pleasure to meet you, new master. Saying, new master. Think I'm gonna like that. Well, Izuku, I'm going to teach you on how to become the best chef in all of Japan. No, in all the world, with the boy named Soma giving that of a beaming smile, and Izuku looking forward to what his new teacher has to offer. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And I'm going to say this, I'm sorry about all the stuttering. I'm going to try my best to edit out some of it as much as I can, or about the mispronunciations or all that. I'm using a new voice recording software, given my old one stopped working and stopped being useful. So yeah, I'm completely sorry. But even so, I'm still going to try my best to record and voice everything I can. But even with my stuttering and my dyslexia, I'm still going to do my best to give you guys a good series to work with. So, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep up to my date with my videos. And also, check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Mooky signing out.
Hi everyone,
Shiro
this
Kitsune,
is White Fox.
finish it off, my girl.
If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!